Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Michael Dunaway here, community manager at my.com for Skyforge. How's it going? Sorry for the little delay. I had a little bit of a technical difficulty this morning, but we're here live in CBT3. What's a live stream without some technical difficulties, you know? We're going to be bringing you some new content that's now available in CBT3. And joining me, as always, we have Cletus Snow and Wolf359. Cletus is the Eric DeMilt, the development director here at Obsidian Entertainment. Eric, you got me on tongue-tied this morning. First, you delete my character.
Yeah, well, you know, I want to make things a challenge for you. I don't want you to get complacent. And yeah, I apologize for deleting your character, but
it's all right.
Yeah,
we got a new character
happens
here.
when you send me your account credentials.
It's never send Eric your account credentials. He'll delete your character. It's all right. We got Green Sparrow here. I'm back, as you can see. We're going to be playing the Archer today, which is going to be very interesting. I'll show off some of his skills and talents before we get started. And of course, we have Wolf359, otherwise known as Drew Han. Drew, you don't like to go with the standard name every time. You got to always mix it up, don't you? Drew, you have yourself still muted? You probably do. But Drew, of course, is the lead community manager here at my.com.
I deleted his microphone.
Deleted his microphone.
I'm on a tear today.
Hey guys,
just deleting everything.
I'm here now. Sorry
hey, how's it going, Drew?
I'm good. Yeah, I do like to switch up the names. Last week we were celebrating the beginning of the Stanley Cup playoffs with Lord Stanley there, and this week Wolf359. If you're a nerd, you'll get the reference. So,
all right.
Yeah.
I like how you have your hands up there. You're like ready to pounce. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, as you can see, this is live. There are players here already enjoying CBT3. Went live earlier today. We're going to be jumping into the Milene Caves, which is probably the largest open world zone to date, I think, actually, in the CBT. So a lot of you have been seeing a lot of the instance content, a lot of the sort of solo player content in the game. Milene Caves is one of the large open world zones that you can actually access in the game. So definitely something for you, for those of you who like to explore and like to party up with other players. Milene Caves is excellent for that. Before we jump in though, let's go ahead and just run through a little bit of the Archer here. So I've got the entire Archer Ascension Atlas rather unlocked, as you can see. You kind of come all the way over here. His Ascension Atlas actually looks like an arrow, if you'll note there, and it's got a couple of branching pathways there for you to choose from. Now, the Archer is, of course, a ranged DPS character. What's interesting about it is it sort of incorporates a little bit of the combo mechanics that you see in sort of the melee classes, but with a twist. So the Archer has three different stances, or three different arrow types with a separate stance. And these arrow types allow you to sort of customize how you engage in an encounter. So you've got fire arrows, electrical arrows, and shrapnel arrows. And depending on your target, depending on if it's AoE based, like you have a lot of small minions that you want to take out, or you need to crowd control some, you have a lot of options for handling those encounters as an Archer. So to get started here, we'll show you that we have Sharpen Arrows level 2. It's the primary ability. It has three different sort of notches. It's a charge-based ability. So if you just tap it once, you'll get a single shot. If you hold it down for a slightly longer time, you'll get a piercing shot, which damages all enemies in a path. And then you hold it down completely, you'll get Rain of Arrows, which does an AoE damage and restores concentration. Concentration is sort of the mana of types available to the Archer here. So you're going to be using concentration to cast your abilities and just switch the arrow modes. For something that you'll need to sort of make sure to manage properly. And there are some talents to help you with that. So right clicking here, as you'll notice, will switch you to electrical arrows, and if you do it one last time, it'll switch over to fire arrows as well. So you have those three different arrow types, and then you'll have abilities based on each one of those with their own individual sort of charge levels. So fire arrows, as you can see here, when you hold it down, it'll actually do an explosion, which does AoE damage to the target in front of it and those around it as well. And of course, that activates the impulse charge. If we look at our basic one abilities here, we have Burning Rapid Fire and Electric Rapid Fire. Essentially allows you to shoot a quick succession amount of fire arrows or electrical arrows, damaging enemies that you're currently targeting. And it also allows you to do the next Burning Rapid Fire without any concentration if you're able to do it during your ultimate. So we'll talk about that as we go on. I'm going to go ahead and opt for that one here. Our second ability is sort of the crowd control, one of the crowd control options available to the Archer. We have Jump Shot, and double somersault. So the archer is very much about a crowd control style class. You have a lot of options for keeping enemies away from you, as well as controlling them in groups. So this is sort of your get out of jail free card. Jumping shot allows you to jump backwards. I'm going to go ahead and opt for that. And then as my third ability, I have options for smoke screen or gas cloud. Gas cloud will reduce the damage enemies, reduce the speed enemies move through the cloud, while smoke screen will actually conceal the area. So you can kind of use it as a defensive for yourself or an offensive sort of crowd control for enemies. I'm going to go with gas cloud. Smoke screen is definitely going to be useful in PvP when you want to sort of obscure the enemies and your sort of line of sight. It kind of creates that natural line of sight barrier for you. And then of course next up we have our actual arrows. So I can opt to have sharpened arrows first, and then I can choose whether or not I want fire arrows or electrical arrows second. So I think I'm going to go with the fire arrows second. And then as my third ability here, I can choose between electrical barrier and trip. Electrical barrier is a little bit better for AoE crowd control as it puts up a sort of field around you, whereas trip is very good for single target as it knocks the target back and sort of flips you back at the same time. So it is very useful for pushing enemies away, while electrical barrier is good for just controlling enemies in mass. And I think I'm going to go with the electrical barrier here as my option. And let's go ahead and choose some talents here. Pyrophobia means that 20% chance to disorient enemies being burnt. You burn enemies through your fire arrows, which actually places a debuff on the target. So I'm going to opt for that. And then a lot of these other ones will do things like restore concentration. For example, Aerostorm is really good for restoring concentration, using this talent as it allows you to do AoE damage and restore it very quickly. And then there's other things that increase your damage to targets with higher HP, like Jungle Law here. Aim Shot increases damage by 60% to targets with less than 50% HP. And I believe there's one the equivalent talent above that as well. Yeah, Aim Shot inflicts 100% more damage to monsters fired when not in combat. So you have a lot of nice sort of large damage boosting talents that you can use. Loading mechanism is also very useful. It allows you to switch between arrow types, and it consumes 20% or 20 less points of concentration rather for each. So you've got some options there to choose from and to sort of swap between depending on what you want to do. I'm gonna opt to remove here. I think I'll opt to remove this one, concentration, and go for biting flame, which allows me to do extra damage to targets who are being burned. So there are some good options there for just doing a lot of consistent damage as the archer. So we got some starting, looks like I didn't choose my last one here. I'll go with Jungle Law, there we go. We got some good starting talents. Also have a symbol since I've unlocked my entire class, which we really haven't talked about symbols too much. Symbols you get when you've unlocked a full class, and they're sort of specific to the class you've unlocked to start with. So this one for the archer, Cold Calculation, it increases the damage you deal to enemies with more than 50% HP by 15%. So definitely a good sort of straight up damage boost to enemies that have high HP. And go ahead and talent that in. You get additional slots that you can just pick and choose what symbols you want to use for as you continuously unlock classes and progress further in the Ascension Atlas. Alright, enough talking like that. Let's go ahead and jump in the game here. I should mention my ultimate while I have a chance, which is Siege Stance. Siege Stance basically makes me immobile and allows me to fire a lot of arrows in quick succession, almost like a siege tank, if you will. So I'm able to do a lot of damage to enemies there, but at the sort of downside of not being able to move. So I'm locked into place and I have to stay there, which makes me very, very vulnerable to any sort of enemies that sort of rush me in that minute. Alright here. So let's go ahead and jump into Milene Caves. It's time to give out a beta key. As always, we're going to give one out to start with here. And our first sort of keyword of today is going to be down under. So we're going down under Allion here to check out the Milene Caves. And so if you put down under in the message board area of Twitch, you'll be able to be entered into the random drawing for a beta key. So let's wait for Wolf and Cletus to show up here.
Yeah, loading in now.
Alright, nice, nice. Looks like I got a mission to make one of my adepts into a missionary, so I'm going to make that in the meantime here. Send him off there. Go be a missionary, tell of my great deeds. For I am the Green Sparrow. I bring justice. Talking to a professor here. Looks like we're finding out a little bit about the Milene Cave. Seems like the capital has forgotten about us down below. Don't worry, I'm here. And Need any help? Of course you do. Going ahead and collect some scrap metal here and analyze some crystals, which are creating some strange anomalies within the caves here. So go ahead and go through this and get into the actual action. All right, there. So as you can see, this whole area here is quite expansive. This is Milene Caves. Yeah, there's.
Yeah, sorry. Over.
There's some Mechanoids down here, and the Mechanoids are actually down here because of a large Mechanoid ship. You may have seen it in the loading screen, which crashed a while back. The Mechanoids made an initial invasion on Alien a number of years ago, and of course failed. But there are still some remnants left over, and as you can see here, they're sort of permeating through the caves. Now, if I open the menu here, the map, you'll see here we are at the top right-hand corner. And you'll notice this is a fairly large map. So each of these nodes, of course, is just one of the uplink terminals that you can get to and unlock and make your way there. But there's quite a number of areas to explore and a number of quests to do. There will be bosses and sort of like world bosses within here for you to take out with other friends. So definitely a large open world area, not just instances. And there are more of these areas as you continually progress in the game as well. Some of them reportedly even larger than Milene Caves, so just keep that in mind. All right. Enough being said, let's go ahead and why is this guy not also? There we go. Let's go ahead and do some damage here. So I'm just using my basic shrapnel attack there. It's pretty standard. Restores concentration on basic attacks. If I hold it down to a 3rd degree, you'll notice I shoot arrows up in the air, do quite a number of attacks, and I hold it. Yeah, and then I right click. Oh.
Alright, I killed everybody.
That's alright. The kinetic showing off its burst damage.
Alright, are we going or?
Alright, yeah, we're going. Raffle's now over. Alright, so using the second attack here and charging it, I'm able to do an AoE attack, which actually disrupts all these guys, sort of stuns them and slows them down. And then going to my 3rd one here, let's see if I can do it. It'll do an explosion, as you can see there. Get my finisher going on. The archer's finisher is fairly interesting. He flips his, he does some Green Arrow style, you know, acrobatics where he flips his bow around.
Oh, Green Arrow, boo!
No, he
go with Hawkeye.
On you.
I'm the Green Sparrow, man.
That's true. All right, I forgive you. I'm more of a Marvel Comics guy than a DC guy.
That's true.
But
all right.
That's just me.
There's an explosion off.
Nice. Love that arrow.
You can see I shoot the electrical arrows that'll actually chain between the guys here, sort of slow them down just a bit here. Got a debuff going on him. Awesome. So while you only see 3 of us right here now, this is an open world area, so everybody is able to come in here and access it. It just so happens that we're at a point where not as many players are here just yet. I did see a lot of them in the Divine Observatory making their way up to this point. Alright, so I'm going to start off with an explosion arrow at this point. Oh, come on. There we go.
Oh, you guys are over here.
Bring it out here. So besides your different combos that you get off of your arrows, there are of course other abilities which you can cast freely. I'll show you some of these as we get into the mob. So I have the smoke screen, which I mentioned before, the gas cloud, which will slow enemies inside of it. About 20% there. And I can shock that guy to deal extra damage to him during that. So with the archer, a lot of your use my rapid fire here. Nice. Boom. So with the archer, a lot of your abilities are tied to the left and right mouse button through the combination of sort of cycling through your charge mechanics and choosing the right arrows for the job. A lot of your talents are also reflective of this, so you'll get some talents that say if you shock them first with the electrical arrow and then fire a fire arrow at them, or vice versa, you'll do additional damage to the target. So it really sort of encourages combo-based play. But of course, there are talents that sort of like allow you to lock into a specific style of arrow. So if you just want to be, you know, sort of focusing on pure damage and just using fire arrows mainly, there are talents for you to choose that primarily focus on that, which is nice.
Whoa.
Oh, we got another person here.
Yep.
Oh,
Xeno
nice.
Wind. At 16, he's 16,000 archer here.
Wow.
So he's gonna be shooting this stuff fairly quickly here. Single target damage, not too bad. Okay. You'll notice there if I actually get close, there'll be a contextual menu that comes up for me to jump shot. So when someone gets too close, I'm able to just quickly hit that and jump shot backwards as well.
Yeah, you can talent that up too, so it leaves an explosion behind you, so it's nice for kiting mobs. You know, you kind of break contact and pull them into those explosions.
Yeah, there are several
get out
types
of there.
of traps. There's actually a talent that you can swap into for the gas cloud that allows you to sort of ignite it, and it'll deal explosion damage to anyone who enters it. So I'm up here just kind of getting a bird's eye view of everything. Down below, the action down below, I can jump down here and join the fray. We've got a couple other people joining us as well. Starting to get a little merry band going on. Oh, they got that guy. Nice. So right now we just have to destroy these defective Sekidors. Sort of like mini bosses that are in the area. Pretty quick work for 4 or 5 players. A couple players, it's going to take a little bit longer, of course. Not to mention that we have a guy that's 16,000 here, just absolutely ripping everything to pieces. Let's get this guy here. Yeah. Oh, a nice little impulse damage there.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, I couldn't even reach him before you finished him off.
That's alright.
I love the look of this area. Really
yeah,
cool.
The Milene Caves
Bridges,
are so
a lot of
expansive.
different sight lines.
You can kind of see all these strange crystals. In the lore, the sort of scientists in this area have come down to explore and sort of study these crystals, which are producing some very strange anomalies. But of course, these mechanoids left over from the crash ship, which hopefully we'll be able to see as we make our way through here, have sort of made that a little bit difficult. Why is it always when scientists go to explore ancient ruins and there's always some creature left over?
It makes it interesting for heroes, right?
Yes, yes.
You didn't need heroes, the game would be super boring. Everything's cool in this world, nothing to see here, move along. Not make an awesome game.
There we go. Taking out this defective Sekidor here. So if I was to get close to this guy, I could fire down some electrical arrows, as you can see. So if he was to chase someone, unfortunately he's a range mob. If he hit those arrows, he'd be sort of CC'd and stunned for a few seconds there. So the archer is really great for just sort of providing that additional CC when necessary, and then sort of laying the pain down when possible. So there are some mini bosses, or some larger bosses rather, coming up fairly soon in the zone. So we'll be able to use our siege mode, which is our ultimate. Got to turn on some crystallographs here. Got some opulent focusers there in the background. Let's go with the explosive arrow there. So I managed to ignite the target there, and so now I'll do additional damage based on that. Let's swap through those. There we go. Nice. 1158 crits. Nice. Got some more to kill.
You guys are all dead.
The kinetic has huge burst potential, which is really great.
Yeah, with that one move, it just uses up all your resources, and then it puts it all into that one hit. So you got to use it, like, you know, got to be smart with it.
There's an explosion, lots of damage. Outright, just huge explosions there, and that's sort of like a successful combo for the archer there. Getting them set up with the sort of damage reduction, and then finishing them off with an explosion.
Enjoy the mines.
Nice. Making our way pretty easily through this here. We gotta eliminate opulent observers and opulent focusers. There I go.
Apparently it was Windows Update Wednesday. Computer wants to update itself.
Oh no. Oh,
Not
Windows.
expecting that at all.
So we gotta kill these focusers here. If I get close enough, I can. Oh, come on. There we go. Got that guy. How's it going over there, Eric?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just finishing this guy off. I dragged him through a minefield just so I could watch him blow up.
Let's go ahead and get some explosions going. Restore some concentration there through the shrapnel arrows. So the shrapnel arrow is pretty cool. It goes up in the air when you charge it down to the third tier, and then once it's gone to the air, it explodes and rains down shrapnel on all opponents. There, I got the fire debuff going on him. So now all my attacks will do additional damage to him because he has that.
Oh, you guys are way over there. One's not paying attention.
Boom.
Oh, he blinded me.
So these guys aren't really going after me, so I can't show you some of the fancy sort of crowd control effects.
We can let him beat up on you if you want.
I'm trying to.
Oh.
Everybody's just too good at killing things.
Okay, here, there's a mob over here that
some abandoned tools I need to pick up. Hold on. Let me pick up these tools. This is an open world zone. I see someone asking if this is open world. Yes, this is an open world zone where players can join. So we're gonna. Here's a little fragment of the cube. One portion of it. This cube is actually fairly small. There's a much larger cube in this area. Oh, poor scientists. Been killed by the mechanoids. Alright.
Oh, there's more abandoned tools over there.
So yeah, so as you notice, we never had to pick up any quests or anything like that. The quests are automatically fed to us as we go through this, and we have a nice little mini-map indicator showing where everything is and which mobs you have to kill or sort of areas that you need to go to try to complete things. We want to keep the flow very steady, so you're always, you know, able to move from one area to the next and not have to like backtrack excessively. 2,000 crit, nice.
Oh, I got stunned.
Shooting with some electrical arrows there. Yeah. Got a free cast off of my rapid fire. Oh. Boom. There's the finish. Nice. Oh, and I got a ring, so I'll go ahead and put my ring in here, my slot. There we go. Increased my luck and spirit there, so now I have increased critical damage and increased impulse damage, which is great for the archer because impulse damage, a lot of your basic abilities, even your auto attacks, trigger that. So the higher your impulse damage is, the more you can actually get that off. Also, what would probably be good is to decrease the charge time on the impulse, so you're able to get more of those off. As you can see, you can hit some pretty high crits with it. Use my ulti? I'll use my ulti. It's got a long cooldown, so I want to make sure that I use it on a target that's worth it. You get to see it here in just a second. I totally botched that.
Oh, there's like a boss or something over here.
Yep.
Oh, we taking him? Boss? Where's the boss?
Straight over here by Drew and I. There we go.
Yeah, yeah. The second year, I stole that guy. Ha! Boss. He's just a lieutenant. He's not the main boss. Ooh, got the
nice.
Got the kinetics ultimate going there. Nicely done. Got some plasma traps, which are useful for adepts. You can keep seeing these fragments of the cubes.
All right, which way you going, Sparrow?
Going this way. Got to kill some observers in this area. Almost done with this quest. All right. Boom.
Gotta pick up.
Ooh, nice.
More
Rain from
tools.
Went ahead and finished that quest. Alright, so we gotta pick up some abandoned tools here. Protect me!
Protect you, I'm getting my tools on. You look like you can hold your own.
It's alright, we got this Xeno win here acting as a savior. This is absolutely one-shotting all the mobs. 16,000 prestige. We'll do that. It's equivalent of having some, you know, really super high level player following you around. He's like our guardian angel. Alright. Picked up all the drop tools. So as you can see, this is part of like one of the cubes or sort of like the ships that the mechanoids emanate from. This is an old one.
Scaffolds around them to study them, and of course, like you said, things went bad.
Yes.
Of course they did.
They always go bad.
Alright, where are we going now?
Just gonna keep continue down. If you look, there's actually a boss across the way. We can make our way around to him.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I can use my ultimate. We just gotta follow this road this way here.
All right, I'm following you.
Yep.
The wrong way.
Just right through these guys. You know, no worries. We'll just keep moving from there.
Wait, we're back. So
yeah, we have to do a little bit of backtracking to make our. There's actually a circle-wide area, so. There's multiple paths that you can take to reach the scene.
All right. Yeah, Xenowind took him out pretty quickly, so.
No worries there. Let's go ahead and give out another key as we make our way there. And we'll make the keyword. Trying to think of what's a good word. Let's go with. Ooh.
Looks like Drew's back in a fight somewhere.
Drew.
Yeah, I'm fighting someone.
Got some bosses coming up in this area too. Let's go for
soccer hooliganism on.
Let's go for crystalline, guys. Crystalline will be the key word. So crystalline, you can see it spelled on the page right now. Crystalline here. Oh, we got some evil scarabs to take out. So crystalline will be the key word. Crystalline. Those are the rare sort of crystals and minerals that they're studying in this area here. Getting close to a lot of rock samples in this area.
Yep. I got a reactor core.
You can see the giant. They're mining these rocks here for use up above. Got a couple of these large sort of. They're just throwing chunks everywhere. A couple of these large drills are just sort of located all throughout the mines, pulling those up. So you got researchers studying some of the Mechanoid ships and sort of the actual anomalies, as well as profiteers looking to score a lot of this rock for above. Crystalline. Lots of people putting up crystalline there. Nice.
Oh, there's a scarab behind us.
Oh, it's two. Not for long.
Oh, kick that guy back a little bit. Ended up knocking him down. He wasn't able to be knocked back because he was up against the wall, but it's alright.
Nice.
All right. Slow him down, disorient him. Oh, there we go. And suddenly, kinetic ball. Out of nowhere. Alright, so I've got 57% here. Let's go ahead and keep collecting some of these real quick. We'll collect them really quickly just to get through this here. Oh,
my group keeps going into combat, Drew.
Well, they keep following me, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
It's alright. Got an evil scout controller right there. Boom. He's gone. Alright. So let's see here. We're kind of deviated there. We kind of got to get. We're inside one of these cave areas. We got to get out of here. I up to 85%, so pretty close to finishing this out.
They're punching people.
Good to see that we have another professional archer here. Nice.
All right, I've completed it.
Nice, nice, nice. All right. So we're gonna make our way out of here now.
All right,
so you can just kind of see the scale of how big these things are.
Yeah, I'm right behind you guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Love the reflective look of the crystals and everything.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome looking.
Shader-based engine makes things better.
Keep coming up. Crystal Canyon, as you can see. So you can see just how expansive this is. You look down, that's a whole area we were previously. Continue up this ridge over here.
This is a huge area.
Yep.
There's actually one part of it that takes you up to like near one of the top of the drills, so you get like a really
fighting
nice...
creepy wardens of the universe, or are we bypassing them?
I was getting lost in this area, trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, we're going a little bit south here. We're going to take the path a little south here. To,
I just saw bad guys.
Bad guys are always good. All right. Let's make our way this way as we go through. We got to kill these Wardens of Universe and Creation, as well as Wardens of Life. It's the classic shoot first, ask questions later. Get this going here. Drew, where'd you go? You guys are like way over there.
I'm fighting.
Yeah, I'm just helping Drew.
Just got. I thought. I'm like, oh, okay, someone's here helping me, and then next thing I know, it's you guys are off to the side. All right.
Okay, I'm just gonna follow you from now on.
All right, I got a Warden of Creation over here.
All right. Add.
Can you win or lose prestige? So you do lose prestige as you swap between classes, because certain classes will, of course, have more progression on them. So certain classes you'll have more prestige on because you've progressed a little more than others, but you don't lose it in the sense that
you remove items, things like that.
Yeah. But you don't lose it in the sense that you lose it because you die or something.
There's not a game system penalty.
Exactly. Lots of rocks being thrown by the kinetic. Gonna get the shock arrows going out a little bit. Store a little bit of my concentration here real quick. Go ahead and just guys are shocking me, so I sent out some shocker arrows on myself. Stun them up there. As you can see, they're being electrocuted there in the arrows. Nice. All right. Got another altar here.
Here come 2 in.
Yeah.
I've got this, no problem. I can toss down my gas bomb right there. Gas cloud. Sweet. Alright. So there's a boss coming up here. We can actually come back to this on the way back because we have to pass through there. Hit this altar while we're at it.
Yeah, since we're here.
Destroy. There we go. So this is some of the first times we've shown these wardens on the stream. From the different enemy types available in Skyforge. These guys are sort of spawned from these small little altars.
Yep.
Scattered about. Ancient altars that we're not quite sure the true meaning of. Something to be discovered as you continue the story through Skyforge. Alright. There, destroy this now. There we go. Lots of guys showing up now. We got a whole party going on in here.
That's actually really cool.
There we go. Alright. Got a plasma trap. Now let's look on a map here. So we got some stuff down south. I want to go up to the north though. Northeast.
Oh,
wait
sweet.
for my...
Alright. Here we
Did you
go.
get a double finisher on that guy there?
I did not.
Oh.
Alright. So we move up here.
We got like 7 of us now rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole gang. Got the shock arrows out there, the electrical arrows, so I can chain those through the enemies. So a lot of it comes down to using your primary attacks to sort of regenerate concentration, then swapping to the arrow of choice. Just get a little choice there of how you want to sort of like combo. Oh, big guy over here.
Where? The
enhanced Secular Stalker. So it's one of the boss's perfect opportunity to show off. I will first ignite him, and then I'll go into siege mode here. And boom, lots of damage.
Oh, we're just destroying him.
Boom.
Yeah, that was
So
a
fast.
lot
Well,
of weapons on him.
There's about, this is like a raid size right now. Certainly that boss isn't designed for raid size, but we've got something like 10 players here. That guy died immediately.
Yeah.
A little bit faster than I would have expected. And let's see here, searching for scientists. What do we got? Oh, I found the scientist.
Did you now?
He's dead.
That's what he gets for doing science in the Milene Caves.
Yes. I'll get an explosion going on there. Oh, nice.
Oh man, I can't even get my moves off yet anymore.
Yeah, we got people all over us.
Some of these guys are very OP. It's nice to have them keep us from wiping, but
makes it hard to show off anything. We got a guy in here that's 45,000 prestige.
wow.
I think he's one of I think he's one of, if not the highest prestige. I think there's one higher in North America that's like 56.
All right, somehow I've lost Mike and I'm following Drew.
I'm over here.
Opposite of what my
Mike
job
just did
is.
like a 180.
I just did a circle trying to kill these mobs around here.
All right, there we go.
I'm over
Got
here.
you again.
Look for the blue. I got a new item. Is it better?
Nice.
It is. A single shot applies accurate shot to the target that can be stacked up to 3 times. The effect increases the damage dealt to the target by the archer by 2%. So nicely done. My basic auto attacks basically apply a stacking debuff to the target. Makes me do additional damage here.
Nice.
And
all right, how we doing on key distribution, folks?
yeah, it's about time for another key then.
Taking care of our viewers.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do another
I
key.
get carried away when we're check out that spider. All right, totally forgot about the keys again.
Let's do another key giveaway. We will make it.
That spider was cool looking.
There's a whole lot more of them coming up. Don't worry.
I know.
The keyword is going to be Secular Stalker, guys. That's the keyword for this key giveaway, Secular Stalker. Secutor Stalker, and you'll be able to get a chance at that key.
Looks like a super creepy area.
Yeah, it's all dark and trees and...
Got some different biomes going on in here. Some large
Nice. Eat it,
spiders.
Mr. Spider.
Some mutant spiders. Some cave kumas. Boom.
Oh, that guy tried to run.
I know, he tried to get vaporized. What happened?
Yep. Took the Bernie arrow right in his little spider behind.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
Nice.
Alright, we're making our way through here. Searching for scientists. We got, ooh, a Kuma assassin. Alright, let's not
We're
blow
gonna
this thing
find
up
a-
immediately, guys.
A scientist called
Oh, it's already
Frodo.
down to 3. The spider had no chance. I saw it go from 9 health bars to 4 health bars in one attack.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of
Oh,
firepower
man.
with us.
We do indeed. We have got another ring of courage there.
You guys got stuff from that? I didn't even get anything.
You hit F for your quest, and you should actually get a ring. I got a ring.
Yeah, I don't know if we got close enough in time, Drew.
Probably
Right,
not.
we might have got the quest pushed to us before he ceased to be.
What prestige are you at now, Mike?
I'm at 6,000.
6,000. Oh, you're lagging behind a bit.
I haven't been adding any of my items that I've been getting. Lots of spiders here to die.
Cryomancer Ultimate. Nice. Oh, look at you.
Boom.
Bam.
What an
Well
arrow.
played.
Let's see if we can get these guys over here. Spawn rate's pretty quick, as this is an
Yeah.
open world area. I think that pack's a little bugged, maybe. Alright, let's come
I got a
down
big
here.
pack right over here.
Get them started there.
Oh,
Fire arrows going. They're all fleeing
Yeah.
because of the fear, because that's my talent. So whenever you ignite anybody, they actually are terrorized for a couple seconds.
That seems reasonable.
That seems reasonable. I would be terrorized too if I caught on fire.
good point.
Yeah. Look at him run. No one wants to be that, you know? It's not healthy. Alright, let's go here. Ooh. So we're at 40%. Obtain strains of unknown virus by fighting infected Kuma. So these guys are infected here. So we have to kill a lot of these guys to kill them off. We got a pretty big crit there for my auto attack. We're looking on the map here. So there's another boss out into the far left. If we can want to go over there and make our way there, we can come back to this
We'll
another
follow
time.
you.
Either way.
Just to be able to show off a little bit more of the expansive areas here.
Whoa, this is a good view right here.
Yeah, can we go down there? I think we can.
We're immortal. We can do it.
I don't know.
Let's do it.
Go for it.
We're immortal. We don't die. Wow! Oh, we're down here.
Right to a boss. Sweet.
Right into a effective Secutor. All right.
We went down to the area we'd already explored, right? Or are we in a new area?
Yeah, we actually jumped down. So now
I think we might have just failboated that.
it's all right. We can.
Yeah,
It's still about the same distance. So we just trudge
Land
away there.
navigation prestige is low.
So you see, we actually jumped down. So this whole area is pretty accessible. You can get down to lower areas there. No sort of walls or anything like that.
I love doing those big jumps.
Was very Butch and Sundance though, jumping off the cliff. So you know there was that.
We'll let our posse take care of these little guys behind us.
Cryomancer is tearing them up for us.
Yep. We're still making our way. So we're gonna go around here and we're gonna turn a corner. So just give you a little bit of a tour of this area. I know some people were asking what it's going to be the use of mounts. You know, if a lot of the areas that you're in are sort of instance or smaller, and this would be a prime reason why mounts are very good in a game like this, because as you can see, areas like this, it takes a while to traverse.
Yeah, fast travel.
Yeah.
Where's
Good.
the posse behind us? They took off, and now I'm getting attacked by a mob.
Uh-oh. Are you?
Oh.
I'll come back for you.
I'm sure they'll get it.
Oh.
Oh. Did you get him?
Yeah, he took them.
There's. Oh no, they. Oh no. they
Yeah,
all
that's a
just-
corpse.
Yeah, but they all just turned around and took off too.
All right.
Sweet.
That's a corpse that's running back. All right.
They may have leashed. If Drew didn't notice they were attacking him until They got too far from their origin.
Alright. So that's where we were before. And keep going up here. That's
I
where we
love
were
these
before.
giant drills. This is awesome.
Yep. So there's a couple of them. There's another one in the distance over there. A few more over here. Alright, so now we need to make a small detour this way.
Roger that.
Keep running.
The Cryomancer ice slide makes me happy.
Yes. Got some stone
showing
scarabs
off.
out here. We're just gonna try to like bypass these stone scarabs for now.
Alright, well if you do pick a fight, Snuggle is quite powerful and can deal with any problems we create. Oh, look at that guy, the armored scarab. He's a biggin.
Where?
Where?
On the left, over here by me.
Left. Oh,
He's
that's not
friendly.
good.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why
Buddy.
he's friendly. He don't
Hey,
look
buddy.
friendly, but
Oh, I can.
I want to ride him. I want to make him my pet.
Oh.
He's good.
I think yeah. You think he's good? Sure. Not sure what the deal is with him. All right.
There's
got a couple
there's
other.
a quest in here where you gotta like test a bunch and some turn on you and some don't.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right.
Like this.
We totally made the wrong bypass there. So coming up here, we can actually get the Amethyst Grove uplink terminal, and you guys can see some of the other large structures. So there it is. I wanted to show that off. So over there, that's the sort of mothership Mechanoid. That's actually where one of the raids takes place, I believe. One of the context of the raids is inside that Mechanoid ship. So you may have seen the raid dev diary before. And so that right there is a giant Mechanoid sort of mothership that crashed inside.
The cube.
Yeah. Inside the caves a while back. As you can see, it's pretty deteriorated at this point.
Yep. Now it's got a mix of Mechanoids and Phytonides in there, so
yeah, the Phytonides have taken over in there. That's right.
yeah. So you get interesting choices in there.
Got
Hey
some-
Drew, we left Mike again.
Well, where'd
We're
you
over
go?
here sightseeing. He went off to the right.
Yeah, we can check out that facility over there too.
Let's go.
Just trying to give a preview here of some of the various areas within. So as you can see, it's somewhat varied. There's quite a number of different sort of locales, enemy types in here. A lot for you to try out. I wanted to get to this boss. I'm on a boss hunt. Oculent helpers in this area.
Hey Mike, did you see the question about prestige? How it changes when you unlock a class, if it resets to 0 or not? Did you want to address that, or?
So it doesn't necessarily reset to 0, but when you unlock a new class, your prestige is based somewhat on your current class. So as you unlock nodes in your class, your prestige will increase. Of course, your prestige also increases from things like adepts, as well as items that you've unlocked and placed on your character. Those things are static. But the prestige you gained from your character class, that's on the lower atlas, those are independent of each other. So when you go into a new class and you unlock new abilities, you'll gain new prestige and sort of bring yourself back to that.
So, for example, here the Green Sparrow that Mike's playing is 72, 75 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is that accurate? Yeah.
It's
no, you're 604. Sorry, I'm looking at your health bar like a knucklehead.
Yeah.
So if he were to go and unlock a new class, right, he'd still be at that 604, probably a bit more from that unlock. And when he was playing that class, he would just have less tools in his toolbox, less abilities and talents unlocked, things like that, but would still be playing in that 6,000 range, depending on items, plus or minus. So it's not like it resets to 0. It does mean you've got less tools in the toolbox, but your basic math for combat effectiveness and everything else is no problem. So, for example, if Mike right now were to switch to one of the starter classes he hasn't developed, fresh out of the box, he'd be in a similar prestige range, just a lot fewer spells with the. He's going to do it for us.
Yep. So if I switch over here.
Jump to the Paladin, the Cryomancer, the Lightbinder, one of the starter classes that's unlocked, right?
Yeah.
See his prestige changed a little bit. That's mainly due to the items he had equipped.
Yeah. So
But
I have some pretty high prestige items. So if I was to remove these items as well, then if I can just remove these.
He's pretty combat viable. He's
it moves down to about 6,200 or so.
So yep.
So yeah, switching back and forth between the classes, you do some of your prestige sort of like it's affected by that, and of course it's affected by items as well. But the items stay per class outside of your weapon. So as long as you have viable weapons for a class, you typically will remain within the same prestige level. roughly. Oh, almost died there. All right.
Where's this boss you were talking about?
The boss is down here. I got distracted by seeing all these pretty reprogrammable robots. The boss is right down here. My apologies, guys. Just giving a tour.
Well, it's not a terrible thing when the content's a lot of fun and you get distracted. So.
Yep. Crystal Canyon here. Got some more secular protectors and oculent helpers here. Got a necromancer in here. Galen Merrick. Hey, Galen. Some stunnage going on here. Finish them off here with a couple of arrows.
Look at you. You didn't even need us here.
Not even one bit. No. Of course, I always need you there. You got. Oh, here we go.
You still have you know, that snuggle guy helping you out.
We got an interesting boss here, Selenos.
Ooh, nice. Necro.
Don't kill it. Don't kill it, please. As fast as necromancers.
I love those clouds from the necromancer spells.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Whoa,
Look how
whoa.
they're underlit, just super
Lots
creepy,
of quests
horror
finished
movie
there.
feeling.
I
Makes
got a
me
sight.
happy.
Awesome. I got a sight for my my archer here. Let's go ahead and put this on really quickly here. Boom. Got a lot of prestige from that. Got a guy in the air as well. Secular protector. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so let's see here.
Oh, he came back. There's another one.
Let's go ahead and give out another beta key at that point. Ooh. Let's make the giveaway this time for Selenos. We'll make that the keyword since it's the boss. So Selenos, as you can see there. This keyword, I'll go into siege mode here. If I get a chance. No, it's just gonna get destroyed. Alright. So Selenos is the keyword, guys, if you want another beta key. And let's see here. How much time do we have? We have a little bit more time. Let's go ahead and I think we're about ready to go to the Q&A session, but we can still play as we go through the Q&A and start giving out keys for that. So we'll just kind of continue to do these quests as we do so. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead after this chat clears from Selenos. We'll go ahead and get the QA started and give some keys out there. Drew using one of his awesome kinetic moves there.
That was one of my finishers.
Nice. Boom. Those guys up in the air. And he's down. Awesome. So yeah, normally these bosses and these mobs would be a little bit faster, a little bit slower rather to kill. Kind of helps that we have someone who's 45,000 prestige following us around, making everything like a little easier. But it's alright, you guys have a chance to see some of the content and see some of what you can expect if you're in the beta already. Maybe you're one of the lucky ones to get a key today. But if not, you can expect this, to see this at launch as one of the open world areas. 10, I believe, open world areas that should be included at launch, hopefully. Let's see here. Alright, so what are we doing on this quest? Troublemakers. We've got to eliminate opulents and secutors. So there's some over here. Charge up my arrows here, get the explosion shot off. Deal some extra damage. I need to get some electrical arrows there. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, you want to duel me? Is that it? Let's duel? Oh, I'm not prepared for dueling at all. Oh man. I'm not gonna win this one bit, unfortunately, I don't think.
Oh, I'm like stuck.
Oh man. Oh really? Alright. So I could kill his orbs there. Unfortunately, I don't want to. I want to knock him down. And then I'm going to jump shot backwards. Oh! Can I win this duel? Am I willing to use my ultimate? Oh no, he's slapping me. No! Oh. Alright, siege moding. Siege moding. I think I lost. Did I lose?
I don't know. Are we dueling? Oh, I lost.
I won! I won the duel. Oh man, intense. Can't believe I won that. Alright, 55 HP. Reset my HP there. Alright, so now we're on to the Q&A portion of the section. So we're going to go ahead and answer some questions here as we get started. Let's go ahead and kill some of these blazing wardens of flame. Let's see if I can get this thing off here. Yes, yes, temples. Let's see.
Let's see if Eric is up for a duel here.
Sure, why not?
He's ignoring my invitation.
No, I was in that. There we go, here we go. You ready? Oh!
What's going on? There's a duel? Where are you guys dueling at? You're guys so far.
Oh, those knockdowns are just punishing me.
Come on, Eric.
I think, no, he's got me.
No, you've...
Go into your shadow mode, Eric. Shadow mode.
I'm trying. The last time I did it, he AoE'd me to death.
Oh, he's...
There we go. Come on.
Oh!
Oh,
Give me it.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh,
Get him.
he's stunned. He's stunned in place. Who won?
Oh, I lost.
Yay.
Oh.
Come from behind victory.
What?
We're clean as snow.
What a win.
That
Oh,
was
wait.
total luck.
No, come on. I totally didn't see who I was dueling. Boom. One shot.
Yeah,
dead.
once I locked you in place,
2600.
Got a hold of that cheesy mustache of yours and beat you with it.
Alright, so here's a question from Jowden3006. Will you continue to be making new classes as the game releases and in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the great things about working on a game like this is, you know, we do, it's more of a service than a product, right, that we just put in a box, put on the shelves, and release. So, new content of all types, you know, game instances, you know, high-end content, player classes, new creatures, improvements to existing systems and refinements. All that stuff's there. The team's dedicated to the ongoing support of this product, so you'll see new classes, new open world areas, new instances, new raids. All that stuff. We'll be continuing to churn that stuff out post-OBT, post-launch, and hopefully for years to come.
Awesome. Some people are asking what the Spark of Evolution does. So Spark of Evolution is just like the replacement for class sparks. So as you're leveling your character class, you're going to get class sparks for that particular class, which you can use in place of normal sparks like Sparks of Balance and Sparks of Destruction. But once you've unlocked the entire class, Sparks of Evolution just sort of act as like an intermediate currency, which you'll be able to use to unlock other nodes like in the in this sort of upper Ascension Atlas.
Yeah, the upper levels of it.
Yeah, so when you see me getting Spark of Evolution, that's just because mainly I've already unlocked everything in the Archer. And normally, if you haven't done that, you'll just get normal class sparks. Killing some fire wardens here. Some wardens of fire and magma.
I got a question for you guys.
Roger that.
Alright, so Eric, maybe you could take this one. So The Moving Target asked, what game engine does Skyforge run on? So I was hoping maybe you could just tell him, but then give it a little bit about the reasoning why we decided to go the way we did.
Definitely. So Skyforge runs on a proprietary game engine, so that means we developed it. We, being the Allods Team, you know, they've done the heavy lifting on this project. Developed it internally just for this project. You know, when you kick off a game project, you want to look at a lot of options out there. There's a lot of really great middleware engines out there, the Unreal Tech, the Crysis stuff that the Armored Warfare team is using, you know, the Half-Life Source stuff, you name it, right? They're all great, they're really good at what they do. You know, but when you're working on an MMO, you know, having come off Allods Online, the team wanted an engine that did what they needed it to do to make this game, had the tools they wanted, you know, met both the amazing visuals we're putting on screen here today, but also ran well on low-end systems. You know, we think about how we're going to support these games, as I mentioned, for years to come, right? You know, so the decision was made to generate an engine and a tool set that, you know, gave us exactly what we wanted to make for this game, gave us 100% control of that, and, you know, so we could customize it to meet our needs exactly, and, you know, we weren't using a feature set that maybe didn't apply to the game we're making, whether that's, you know, console compatibility or, you know, being based around levels rather than large open worlds or things like that. You know, there's a lot of unique things about an MMO that distinguish it from other games, so You know, a lot of engines, off-the-shelf engines, have really great scripting systems, and that's awesome, and you can prototype rapidly. And then when you make an MMO, you got to put that all server-side, you know, so that you don't have users able to hack that stuff or grief others, and things like that. You know, so we went with our own custom proprietary engine and tools. Let us get exactly the art and visual style we were looking for, as well as the gameplay stuff. We can iterate, prototype as we go. And then the other thing is we can evolve it, right? We can improve it as years go on.
Guys, I dropped down to the Amethyst Grove uplink terminal if you unlock that over here.
All right.
There's another little boss down here we can take on as we answer more questions.
I love those big chains that are holding that drill in place. They just make it look so epic and grounded in the world.
Where are they? Yeah. So I saw some other keys here. Can the archer move while casting? Yes, a lot of the abilities that the archer does can be casted as you move. It's the siege mode primarily, where you sort of lock down in place that you have to be stuck in place, but your auto attacks and things can be charged as you move. Those are freely casted. Let's see here. Let's see. There was a question here about mounts I saw. Let's see. Maybe if he asks this again, I lost it at this point. What kind of customization do you have in the game? Hair dyes, that sort of thing. That comes from Wither Bucket. So there is customization for things like your hairstyle, your body style, even your stance as you run. So as you can see, the sort of stance that my character has, that's customizable to an effect. You can customize things like slightly customize things like the character's voice, as they make you know, grunts and what have you, as well as colors of your costume armor. So when you start the game, you're able to sort of change a couple of the options for costumes that you get, sort of the sort of starting costumes that you have, so you don't have to start with the class armor. The armor I'm wearing right now, this is class costume. As you can see, there's another archer with it as well. But you have some options there, and then later on in the game, you know, you'll unlock more costumes to customize with, and those will have their own sort of color variations as well. So here we got the Violent Vesper here. It's a small little mini bat. It's a Zubat. There we go. Nicely done. Violent Vesper is getting low. Got the debuff on him right now. There we go.
Nice. How many more keys do we have to give out?
Yeah, I think we have potentially 2, maybe 3. Let me check real quick here. Here's the question from X Gaming Group X. We have 3 more keys. He says, how will mounts work and how much will it cost? Will some mounts have special bonuses like running faster or other attributes? So
go, Mike.
Okay, so internally right now, the way the mounts are, you know, we haven't released all the details regarding mounts, but they are a item that you can sort of call up and from your inventory that you're able to mount up from. There are going to be options for permanent and temporary mounts, and options for players who don't want to buy a mount to get them for, you know, through the game as well. So you don't have to worry about mounts only being exclusive to things like you know, paying or what have you. And that being said, anything that's in the cash shop you can also purchase through the in-game currency through conversion. So any mounts that you like that are normally available through the Urgents, which will be the cash shop currency, you'll be able to get by converting that as well. So you will have a couple different mounts. Some of them will have different speeds. We haven't really released any other sort of details regarding that. But. No,
and that's something, you know, our goal is to, you know, wherever we can, allow players to use their mounts, give them as much freedom as possible without breaking other content. You know, as we roll that stuff out in beta tests and open beta, you know, we'll learn more about how those, you know, things like mounts interact with other game systems and what sort of impact they have on the play, and obviously fine-tune them. But yeah, they're, you know, they're exciting. They're definitely convenience, you know, in big areas like this, and something players look forward to getting and expect.
Got another point up here we can grab. So for Research Center, everybody's checking out all these anomalies that's going on.
So I got a question for you guys.
Sure.
I don't even know how to pronounce that. Can you guys explain the difference between the range classes like the Archer and the Gunner? Maybe talk about a little bit you know, we have the range classes, but we got a whole bunch of different range classes. Maybe just talk about some of the differences there.
So, you know, the biggest way to look at the differences between the classes is we try and have them distinguish themselves in, you know, their play style. So the gunner is very much about the stance you're in, you know, not directly stance, but which firing mode your gun is in, whether it's in the minigun, the rocket launcher, or the mortar, right? And the play associated with that, a lot of those you can't move. It's a heavier class, so a lot less movement, slower during combat, a lot less dynamic. Where the archer is more, you know, it's like playing Hawkeye from the Avengers, or as Mike said, you know, being a fan of the DC and whatnot, Green Arrow, right? Very agile class, moving around, you know, a lot of moment-to-moment decision-making, right-clicking to change the mode of your fire arrows, and then left-clicking to fire, right? So, you know, those are the two big distinctions, and in general, you know, what we try and do is make each class feel and play differently enough that it doesn't just feel like, oh, you gave the archer a different weapon and now he's the gunner. You know, each will have its own strengths and weaknesses and its own distinctive style of play and feel of play.
Yeah, so as you can see as I play the archer here, and you can check our videos that we've done with the gunner on YouTube as well. But with the archer here, a lot of my abilities are just anti-crowd control, so a lot of them allow me to jump backwards or slow the enemy down. A lot of those you don't have access to as the gunner, and as Eric said, you're also a lot slower with some of your abilities as well. So whereas the archer has a little bit more movement, a little bit more access to crowd control. All right, I think we have one more key potentially to give out. Let's see here. What do we got? There's an interesting one from Great Confusion that's like, did you ever stop, look at the game, and think this is a sexy beta?
All
the time.
It's
all the
great to
time.
hear. You know, it's really nice when we see the game through other people's eyes, right? And you do get a chance to see it as a player, right? So stuff like the play session here, where I'm distracted playing my class and I'm having a good time. You know, you work on these games for years and years. You get super close to them, and sometimes you do forget that it's fun. So, you know, there have been times when I'm looking at a new piece of art or watching somebody else's stream of the game and watching how they play the game, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool, right? And I'm no longer looking at it as a developer, you know. But thank you, it's cool to hear. So
appreciate it.
Okay, let's see if we can find another question here.
This is one that I see a lot, so I'll just answer it in general. Like, any plans for different weapon types for each class, like a mace and shield for paladin, big axe for berserker. So there are plans for different cosmetic looks for the classes, but they're going to be utilizing, for the most part, to begin with, similar styled weapons. So while the weapons may look different, they'll still be a sword for the paladin, for example, or an archer's bow. But the bow itself or the shield for the paladin will look different. So it'll have a different sort of flair to it, but it'll still retain its sort of iconic look for that class. All right, I think we have given out most, if not all, of our keys. We really appreciate everybody joining us today for the stream. Again, thank you to everybody who continues to support Skyforge and joins us for the closed betas. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of you in the game here, trying out Milene Caves for yourself. We really only scratched the surface. As you can see, we only got to about here. And there's still a lot more of Milene Caves to explore. So we've only gotten through about half of the caves, and that's just showing off, you know, actually completing the content. So lots for you guys to check out there. As you can notice, there's even a place up there for you guys to go and look at and kind of gaze down upon everything. So definitely recommend, if you guys are in the beta, to check that out here. But I cannot wait to see you guys. Oh, you guys dueling each other? What's going on here?
We are.
I can't even move.
Except I opened with my shadow form this time, so I just kind of tuned him up right off the bat.
Yep. He's getting
we
scored
go.
there.
Finish him
man.
with an ultimate.
Nice.
Bye-bye.
Nice. Nicely done. Awesome.
So
Yeah,
that was
awesome.
me cheating there. Sorry.
So if you guys are looking for beta keys as well, if you weren't able to get a beta key through the stream, don't worry about it. We've got plenty of opportunities for you guys to get beta keys throughout CBT3. So definitely be on the lookout on our main website, Skyforge Official, for you to check out and see what giveaway opportunities
See what you did there.
What happened?
Drew cheat/killed me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's no fair.
That's fair enough. I did open with a pretty brutal, and then used my ultimate on him. So
okay. Well, hey, you know what's even cooler is like, I don't even have to. Yeah, yeah. You don't have to duel someone to kill anyone.
Revenge.
Screw dueling them. Just kill them.
Sorry.
Awesome. Well, all right, guys. Appreciate everybody coming out. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/official Skyforge, or our Facebook page, facebook.com/official Skyforge as well. If you won a beta key today through the giveaway or the random drawing, be sure to check your Twitch inbox. It'll be there fairly soon. The moderators will get to you and provide you with a beta key. But thanks again to everybody who joined us. Thanks again to Zeno and Snuggle here who followed us around and just absolutely destroyed all the content. I appreciate it, guys. But until next time, we'll see you later.
Thanks, guys.
Eric?
Thank you. Yeah, thanks to everyone. I really appreciate everyone's patience with the late start. You know, that was my bad. We were juggling some accounts around, testing some stuff earlier this week, and so I nuked Mike's character without even thinking, and then told him about it 5 minutes before the start of the stream. So thank you to everyone to their patience, and to Mike for his quick thinking and getting that set up again.
Oh yeah, no problem there. All right, guys, we'll see you later.
Try to get through Darren facility next week or what?
Yeah, so
I think that's the plan.
We're planning to show off some new 5-man content next week. That's available in the current beta, so be on the lookout for that. We'll announce more details as we prepare and get ready for that. So be on the lookout for that next week. We'll have more streams, more content to show off, and looking forward to doing that. So see you guys later.
Oops,
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Just gonna finish killing these scarabs here.